Guys, I'm your friendly neighborhood web war fanatic, and we just have a new article here for Marvel Champions on the Hunt, previewing Tigra, one of the new heroes from the Civil War expansion here. So I'm super excited to check her out with you guys, and we'll see how she is. I do not really know anything about this hero, so hopefully the mechanics can blow me away here. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into it here. So we have Tigra, and it says here it's just instinct. This cat's got to hunt Tigra. Not too long ago, we provided a first look at Civil War, so that's the new expansion coming out for Marvel Champions, and this is the first of the two new heroes in that expansion, Tigra. And Tigra was an ally, an aggression ally from the core box, so super long time ago. She's also on the Power of Aggression on that art there. So here's her alter ego, Greer Nelson, and Tigra is her hero form here. And I'm not entirely sure. Let me know down in the comments. Does she change into like her tiger form, and she can change it back? I have no clue about her abilities and lore here. So she has that classic recovery stat of 3, hands has a 6, 10 hit points, so just the norm there. And as an action in alter ego, oh, she has the police trait, which is pretty interesting. So I guess she's a part of the cops. And then undercover work here. Action: search your deck in discard pile for a copy of Hunted and add it to your hand. Limit once per round. You don't have to be an Avenger to protect others. But she is an Avenger. Okay, so she's talking about like other people can do stuff. So Hunted, maybe it's like to help her hunt like minions or something. So Tigra here in hero form has 1 Thor, 2 attack, and 3 hit points. So same exact stat line here. Even alter ego as Peter Parker Spider-Man from the core set. A lot of Spider heroes have this type of stat line with the 10 hit points, 1 Thor, 2 attack, and 3 defense here. The 1 Thor is a little bit low, but 3 defense is pretty good. Let's see what else she has in her kit. And we really want to find some sort of like cool thwarting events or something to help her thwart, right? That's kind of what she kind of needs here to offset this thwart stat of 1. Her hero ability, she has the Adventure trait. And then each minion with a copy of Hunted attached loses guard. Okay, so you want to attach copies of Hunted to enemies, probably minions, and they lose guard. Okay. I don't think that's that powerful right now, though, with Justice's ability. So she can just attack and go straight for the villain and bypass guard minions, I guess. On the hunt, as a response, after the player phase begins, draw 1 card for each minion engaged with you to a max of 3. Player phase begins, draw 1 card for each minion engaged. Oh, okay. So she wants to be engaged with a bunch of minions, but it's after the player phase begins, so you get that benefit the next upcoming turn. Ooh, okay. That is. We'll see what the rest of her kit is. This is worrisome for me personally because normally during the villain phase, if the minions are engaged with you, they're already attacking you and doing damage, during the activation phase, and they have to be there around that time because you have to have the minions engaged with you when the player phase begins, right? If it was like during the player phase, at one point you can trigger an action to draw cards. Then it's a little bit different because then you can summon the minions, draw the cards, and defeat the minions. But since this is a response and the time window is when the player phase begins, they're probably already being played during that villain phase and already activated against you. So you have to take a lot of damage. But drawing a card for each one, every single turn could be pretty powerful for like up to 3 cards. So you could get a bunch of your hand size. So you want to find a way to make those minions like obsolete, right? Make them have like no attack or something like that. Pin down from protection to make minions have like -2 attack is like a option for that I'm thinking about. But yeah, so we want minions and we want to just leave them in play. So I guess that's why we want to give them Hunted, right? So we don't have guards, so we just leave them in play. But hopefully they don't attack us, and we don't want patrol minions either, right? As a police officer in New York, Greer Nelson, and that is her alter ego, yeah, right here. And then has plenty of experience with chasing down criminals. Her undercover work lets her search for a copy of Hunted. Okay, let's see what Hunted is. The 0 cost upgrade. There's an asterisk there. Hunted. I wonder how many copies she has of this. It's the 8th card. I'm not sure how many she has. As interrupt, whenever attachment is defeated, we can ready Tigra. Okay, that is pretty powerful. So getting a ready with a free upgrade is pretty good. And as additional cost to play this upgrade, oh man, okay. Searching counting and discard pile for a minion and put it in play engage with you. Attach Hunted to that minion and stun it. Oh, okay, so you get a stun, which is really good. So that's kind of what we're talking about, where the minions will activate during the villain phase, when the player phase begins, right? Like the previous villain phase, I mean, they'll activate. But if you can stun them right away, then you get to benefit off that and draw and hopefully defeat them and ready back up. You know what? This card by itself, it summons a minion out for you. search the encounter deck and discard pile. That is key right there, guys, because a lot of times those weaker minions, you summon them already, and they go into discard pile, and then the encounter deck is left with powerful minions. Being able to search the discard pile is crazy, crazy good. That means that we can keep recurring that weak minion. And honestly, this kind of already offsets my worries about her hero ability here on the hunt. So on hunt, it's already good with hunted. Yeah, I think that this perfectly makes it very powerful. You get the ready here with Tigra, and you get to pick any minion, and you get to stun it already. So yeah, really, really good there. Yeah, you could pick a minion that does not have like patrol, a minion that's like kind of has weaker stats and stuff like that. So really good here. This is awesome. Okay, add to your hand, and then a card that is indicative of her entire game plan. Yep. I wonder how many copies she has of Hunted here. But we'll see. Playing Hunted has her pool minions, and then we can stun it for good measure. When the minion is defeated, Tigra immediately readies, allowing her actions to flow into one another. Yeah, I think she might. She looks like she will probably flow pretty smoothly with a bunch of minion slaying stuff, similar to Winter Soldier. She has aggression here. Okay, let's not spoil yet. It may seem detrimental to actively pull minions into play, but for Tigra, that's what she wants. She can draw up to 3 extra cards at the start of the player phase. Yep. And then she could have 8 cards in hand. Yeah, so 5 cards with her hand size, and then drawing 3 more. It could be crazy in hero form. She probably wants to start or end turns in hero form, right? Since Hunted stuns enemy summon, she doesn't have to worry about. Yeah, that's really, really nice. And then let's see, her cat's head amulet. Okay, 2 cost upgrade here. It is unique. Resource, exhaust the cat's head amulet. Generate a physical resource for each minion engaged with you to a max of 3. Alright guys, this is pretty crazy. A triple resource generator. I mean, it's going to be tough to, I think, get the full value out of it. Because you want to have 3 minions. But she's drawing 3 cards on top of that. So her economy looks insane. And you guys know what I say about Peter Parker Spider-Man. Even though he also only has a thoughts out of 1, having that big economy to play allies really offsets that. And I think that Tigra is going to be the exact same thing. If she gets the 3 minions out, I mean, she's drawing 3 cards here, right? So she has a hand size of 8 now. And then she has a triple resource generator, like, on demand as well. Really powerful. This is a really good card. This is probably going to be a big key card for her. And we have the Tooth Claw here. It's a 4-cost event. Ooh, a 4-cost event. Super expensive. Most heroes do not have 4-cost cards in their kit, let alone events. So Tooth and Claw here, attack and super. Oh, well, what was the other card? It was an item, right? Artifact and item. Okay, so Jubilee can like get items out. Okay, so we have here attack and superpower. Reduce the cost of play this event by 1 for each minion engaged with you. Okay, there's no cap on this one. The other stuff is capped at 3. Like the amulet, it's capped at 3 minions, and her hero ability is also capped at 3 minions. But this, if you have 4 minions, it's free to play. So we gotta keep that in mind. Hero action attack, deal 4 damage to enemy, and then deal 4 damage to enemy. Oh, whoa, okay. This is really good, because this is basically just doing 8 damage. It's, 4 for 8, but it could be 0 for 8, which is pretty insane. I really wish she had the soldier trait to, like, play with Man on the Wall, the new card from Winter Soldier Pack, but you need a soldier trait to play that one. But yeah, this is really good value. I mean, even if it's 3 cost for just 1 minion, you're gonna get good value out of this. The only bad thing is if there is no minions, then it's 4 for 8, which is under the curve. But usually, I think that Tigra is gonna be able to summon those minions with Hunted. I'm hoping for at least 3 copies of Hunted here in her kit. 3 copies are really nice, because then you can attach them all to minions. There's only 1 though. I mean, it will still work, I think, if there's 1. Search for a copy of Hunted. I don't know. How many does this insinuate, guys? I don't know. Let me know down in the comments how many copies you think of Hunted there are. Hopefully Villain Theory can like find out the card numbers here and let us know. Okay, so Tooth and Claw, and then her Sharp Claws. There's a 1-cost upgrade, and Interrupt is a weapon trait here, and no restricted. So I always love non-restricted weapons, because then you have more targets for stuff like firepower and stuff that exhaust weapons. But it looks like you have to exhaust the claws to use this, right? Interrupt, when you make a basic attack, exhaust the Sharp Claws. Tigra gets +1 attack for his attack. And then she also gets either Overkill or Piercing. So Overkill is really nice, because you can overkill those minions and do damage to the villain. And then she'll get to ready up on top of that with the Hunted, right? Because each time you defeat a minion that has a Hunted, you can ready back up. And the Piercing is also really nice. She reminds me of Valkyrie, kind of attaching Hunted to minions instead of Deathglow. But the thing with Hunted is that you can't give it to a regular minion. Whenever you play Hunted, the minion comes out, and this copy of Hunted gets attached to that minion, right? As additional cost to play, it's upgrade, search encounter deck, and put it in play, engage with you. Yeah, so you just play and you attach hunted to that minion. So you have to get, you know, it's not a minion that's already in play. So you actually don't really want to get minions engaged with you. I think, like reviewed, you kind of want to play hunted instead, so you can get this ready here, right? Yeah, Sharp Claws. You get +1 attack, so she'll have 3 basic attack as well. I think that's a pretty good card. It's really cheap as well, only 1 cost upgrade, and having the weapon trait is always nice to have. Let's see, and then she can utilize her cat-like reflexes. What is that? Another 1 cost, very cheap upgrades here. Superpower here. Here Interrupt. I really like the traits that her cards have. Here Interrupt. When you would take any amount of damage, this card cat-like reflexes. So take damage, discard it. Okay, so you get rid of it. I'm surprised it's not a tactic. Prevent 3 of the damage. Okay, that's like pretty okay. You may confuse a minion engage with you. Okay, so this kind of allows us to flip down. I think that flows pretty nice as well, right? Because if you are taking a lot of damage, you can discard this card, block out some damage, get a confuse on a minion, and then hopefully flip down and recover. But a confuse on a villain would be much more valuable. I don't really think that confuse is going to be super good. It's just a way to keep that minion constantly in play, like with you. So you can flip down and not defeat the minion, so you can still get full value out of the minion the upcoming turn. But definitely a confuse on anyone would be maybe too powerful. Yeah, I don't know. It's when you would take any amount of damage. So it can be damage from a villain, it could be damage from an attack or non-attack, and then you get to confuse a minion. Okay, that's probably the most underwhelming card so far, just because you have to discard as well. But definitely not bad. And while she's in Alter Ego, she can drive minions to the Precinct HQ here. 2 cost support. Oh, Alter Ego action. You guys know I love my Alter Ego actions. It's a location. Exhaust this card. Remove 1 threat from a scheme. Okay, that's not that great. Remove 1 additional threat for each minion engaged with you. Okay. Alright. So threat removal in Alter Ego with minions. Okay, I think it's okay. At best, you know, if you have like 5 minions, it's taking off 6 threat. Yeah, I think it's okay. I think most of the time it's gonna be like, you know, 3 threat or something like that, right? I mean, 3 is gonna be a lot. That's having 2 minions in Alter Ego. I'm not sure about the value of this card, guys. I think it could be good. Yeah, some turns it will be good, some turns it won't be. It'll just be a time to flip down Alter Ego and be able to get some threat removal off as well. The floor is not terrible, just at least removing 1 threat. That reminds me of Miles Morales' Alter Ego support here with Jefferson Davis. But yeah, I mean, it's not terrible. If you have a lot of minions, you can get more value out of it. Okay, so here we got some new aggression cards. All right, we have an aggression ally here. 2 Gun Kid, 3 cost ally, 1 Thor, 2 attack, and 3 hit points, and has the Avengers trait here. So he is a pretty typical stat line for a 3 cost ally. Nothing spectacular, but not terrible either. Having 2 Thor, 1 attack would be a little bit better. But let's see what his interrupt here is, because he has the ability with his attack stat here. Interrupt: when 2 Gun Kid makes a basic attack, choose 2 enemies instead of 1, and resolves the attack against each of them. Okay, so it's not a forced interrupt, so we don't have to ever do it. So at worst, he's just attacking for 1. But he can attack 2 enemies instead of 1, and you resolve the attack against each of them. Okay, choose resolve this attack against each of them. So I think you only take 1 consequential damage, which is really good, because you're doing 4 damage. And you can always, so if you have at least 1 minion in play, you can do the damage to the minion and the villain and get really good value. As long as you have at least 1 minion, I think he's a pretty good ally here. Yeah, I mean, he's definitely pretty strong. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think that with Tigra's Kid Summon Minions, this is a very powerful ally. And you probably want to play Tigra in aggression for all the minion summoning stuff as well. Coup de Grace, 2 cost event. It's an attack event here. Your action attack, defeat a non-elite minion with an upgrade attached. Ignore any when defeated abilities on a minion. Ignore any. Oh, okay. I really like this thing. I don't know if you guys know Magneto's acolytes from the Magneto scenario. All those nasty one defeat effects, ignore them all. I really like that for that scenario. Defeat a non-elite minion. So it's an attack, which is pretty weird. So if you're stunned, you won't be able to play this, right? This will, like, the stun will cancel the entirety of this event, but you're not actually doing damage. You're just defeating any non-elite minion that has upgrade attached. So, oh, but it counts as you defeating it. So it would look at hunted when attachment is defeated, which is, that's why it's an attack. So T can defeat it. And also we can proc stuff like Hall of Heroes that support as well. Okay, so it synergizes really well with Tigra's Kit specifically. Okay, that's pretty nice. And while Tigra can gain a lot of benefits from having multiple minions engage with her, she will need to deal with these minions eventually. Okay, so we got the 2 Gun Kid, we got the Coup de Grace, and then, let's see, hunted or tactic upgrades, like suppressing fire. Oh yeah, yeah, we can attach these cool aggression upgrades here. Oh, this is reprinted. This is a reprinted version of Suppressing Fire, I believe. Zero cost upgrade, attach a minion. Here interrupt when you attack and defeat the attached minion. Heal 2 damage from your hero. Tigra, I feel like I want to spend a lot of turns in a hero form with Tigra, but she does have a lot of cool alter ego benefits as well with her alter ego ability. So, I mean, grabbing a hunted is going to be really good. Let me check again. Is it from the, yes, from deck or discard pile. So she effectively has a hand size of 7 in alter ego. Always going to grab that. Yeah, I don't know. I do want to flip down with her, but being hero form and getting this when a player phase begins is so good as well. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, hero form, she can essentially have 5 plus 3, so 8 card hand size, and alter ego, 6 plus 1, so 7. Her economy looks to be really good, even on like turn 1. And then when she's ready for a big swing, she can launch a Savage Strike. What is that? Ooh, and a new aggression event? Skill 3 cost event. It's pretty powerful, or pretty expensive. Here interrupt, when you make a basic attack, you get plus 6 attack first attack, attack against piercing. Ooh, okay. I am not a big fan of that. The piercing is really nice, for sure. The plus 6 attack is nice as well. It works really well for Tigra, because when you make a basic attack, you can combo this with her sharp claws and also gain overkill. So you can pierce them in stuff and have overkill and, get additional plus 1 attack as well. But I think for a lot of other heroes, you don't really want this tied into a basic attack. Because if you're exhausted, you won't be able to play it. And then 3 is essentially 3 for plus 6, right? And piercing. But also needing to use your basic activation makes it a little bit rough, right? Because normally, if I'm stunned, I can just attack with my hero, exhaust, remove the stun, and play like a 3 cost attack event. But this one, it's tied to that attack event. So there's pros and cons. I think it works well with Tigra's kit. Maybe not so much with other heroes that don't want to do that. But I mean, X23 could go crazy with this card because she raises up a lot and can use those basic activations. And then we also have aggressive conditioning. What is this? 3 cost upgrade. It's a very expensive upgrade for an aggression aspect card. Play under any player's control. Maximum play. Okay, I like it. I like when you can play under any player's control. You get plus 3 hit points. Holy cow, guys! This card is a game changer for aggression. Aggression is crazy now because even if you don't do minion stuff, 3 hit points and plus 1 attack. I mean, you pretty much always want an aggression player at the table now to just carry 3 copies of it in their deck to pass out to other players. It's super expensive, but I mean, if we break down the cost here, the 2 cost upgrade for aggression gives you plus 1 attack. It costs 2, and endurance is 1 cost to give you plus 3 hit points. You're getting both out of this. If you combine this with the aggression upgrade, with I think it's called combat training, and if you combine it with endurance, you get 6 hit points and plus 2 attack. Being able to just straight up increase your attack stat is so good for so many aggression cards, guys. This is crazy, crazy, crazy. And obviously, it's going to combo really nice with the Savage Strike where you have to use your base attack. This might be the highlight aggression card here. I mean, it's super expensive, and there is no player stat team currently that can grab it out because it's not a weapon or anything like that. And then it's an upgrade that's in an aspect card, right? So not an identity upgrade, so you can't grab it with superpower training. But yeah, I mean, this card and the art with Black Panther here is really cool. This card is a big highlight here for me. Yeah, you can do tons of damage over here and piercing, and then Tigra can keep on fighting. No minion safe while Tigra is on the hunt. Yeah, okay, she doesn't come out with Civil War. Okay, guys, that is the Tigra hero here. Ah, man. She looks pretty crazy, guys. I mean, so I don't know anything about the hero or anything like that, but I'm a big Marvel Champions fan, and her kit looks really fun. I've been really digging minion slaying kits, especially with Winter Soldier. And she already looks like she's gonna rival Winter Soldier, which I personally think is the best minion slayer in the game currently. So I'm really excited to see how she plays here. Her economy looks crazy. If only she had the soldier trait, but obviously she's not a soldier to play that man of the wall that came with Winter Soldier. But yeah, really cool hero here. I'm digging her kit, and I am really digging this aggressive conditioning here. But yeah, that is a Tigra article here. This is her preview. Let me know down in the comments, what do you guys think? Are you guys hyped for Tigra? Did you know who she was, before she was released in Marvel Champions? And did this get you hyped for her? Because, I mean, it definitely did for me. I think she looks really, really fun. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll see you guys all in the next video.